Alright, everybody, we're back, and I lost a lot last round. Last time you saw me, which is fine, you know, that's bound to happen. But this week, we're going back to what I know best. Maybe not what I'm very good at still, but what I know best, for sure. So if I lose and totally scrub out again, well, then there's probably just something wrong with me. Surprise. So we are going back to Mono White, Death and Taxes. I pulled this particular list off of 5.0, I believe it was Pineps. And then just kind of tweaked it a little bit. Mostly the land base. There were mostly just snow-covered plains. There was 4 Field of Ruins, 4 Ghost Quarters. I added a Mutavault, a Castle Ardenvale, a Sheffet Dunes, and a Scavenger Grounds, just as some more utility-style lands. We still have quite a few plains, so I don't think we have to worry too much about Blood Moon. Plus, we're an Aether Vial deck, so... but I just want a little bit more utility. 4 Field of Ruins is definitely... important in like Tron matchups and things like that, but I think we're already kind of naturally good at beating Tron, as Kai Guy can attest. So yeah, so I just switched up the lands a little bit, give us some more things to do with our lands. Since we don't really have any card draw, having lands that just happen to do things is kind of nice. Being able to nuke the graveyard for fun, being able to pump your team for that one last hit. You know, being able to make little tokens, it can sometimes come into play. So I just tweaked up the lands a little bit for my own preferences. We've got 4 Giver of Runes, 4 Path to Exile, 4 Aether Vial in our 1-drop slot, as one does in Death and Taxes. We've got the full 4 Talia. Now this is actually the first time in a long time I've actually played the full 4, but with Prowess out and about, you know, just killing your stuff every chance they get seems pretty worth. 4 Leonin Arbiter, 4 Stoneforge Mystic in our 2-drop slots. Pretty standard here. We've got 3 Archon of Emeria to hate on all of those land-style decks. In our artifact slots, we have the Batterskull and the Maul of the Skyclaves, plus sort of Fire and Ice to go with our Stoneforge Mystics. We've got 3 Flicker Wisps, which seems wrong to me. But I'm going to try it out. I love Flicker Wisp. It's such a good card. 4 Skyclave Apparitions, because Skyclave Apparition just is the premier white removal creature right now. You know, you need to run all 4. In the sideboard, we've got 2 Rest in Peace, 1 Winds of Abandon, 3 Auriok Champion, and 2 Firewalkers, again for those Prowess burn matchups. I believe Finnup's original list actually had 3 Firewalkers, and only 2 of the Auriok Champions. I like the Auriok Champion a little bit more, so we're going to run that. The nice thing about Firewalker, obviously, is that it is a 2/2, which can be relevant, whereas Champion is only a 1/1. But Champion is also just better in other matchups too, so... yeah, we're gonna run those. We've got Aven Mind Sensor, 2 of Mirran Crusader, 1 Settle the Wreckage, and 3 Phyrexian Revoker for Heliod and other combo style decks that need to activate things. Pretty okay in Tron actually too. So yeah, so that's the deck. I'm not gonna go too deep here because, you know, this is nothing new, especially not from me. And if you've been following along with me for a while, then you've seen most of these cards before. Yeah, this is my deck. This is what I know. So we're gonna try it out here. All right, we'll catch you in the match. Welcome everybody to High Ground MTG. That's our new song. We are on Mono White Death and Taxes. We are up against Adralak in a Modern League. We won the die roll. We get to go first. Sam doesn't have a vial, but we have some things that we like, so we're gonna keep it. Go turn 1 Giver. And then we'll see about our 2-drop. We'll see what we need to cast here after our opponent's turn. Plays a Forest. All right. So what are we up against is the question. I think in the dark, I don't know. We're going to play Arbiter. They've only gotten a chance to play one land. Let's hope that they have a fetch land next turn here. Or that they're going to go searching for something because they're a land-based deck. I don't know. We'll find out. Opponent really thinking hard here on what they want to do. And unfortunately, we can't just F6 in case... Okay, so here we go. Cavern of Souls chooses Giant. Okay. Alright, so we're up against Titan, most likely. So Talia definitely would have been the better play there. That's alright. Now we could actually strip them of a land this next turn here. Double Path. So do we just turn this into a Ghost Quarter? I think maybe we do. Question is going to be, I guess we hit Teleria West. We don't care about caverns so much, but if they can bounce Teleria West to go search for things, that's bad for us, maybe. Now we also don't get to search there, which is fine. We're not worried about that. We're gonna get in for 2. We could have also just played Talia there, and maybe we should have. We'll find out here. We're hoping to keep them off 3 mana, though, if we can. No, they just have another forest. Plays Azusa. Alright, they get to play additional lands here. Yep, plays the Sanctuary. Plays Vesuva to copy Sanctuary. Bounces Forest and Forest. Okay. Archon of Emeria. Interesting. Okay, well we're going to get in. I'm assuming our opponent's not going to block. If they do, it makes it easier for us. So the question now is going to be... Like if they can just play Titan next turn. So do we keep up Path? Do we put in Archon? They can't search because of Arbiter. They do get to play... Do we just keep up double Path? Or like, do we Path Azusa now and then keep up a second Path for the Titan? I guess that's what we do. Or do we just play Archon? Problem is that they're at Titan mana, and it may be a while before we get them off of Titan mana, but I think we're gonna Path Azusa now, hold up our second Path. I'd love to get down another creature, and maybe we should just do that, but because maybe we don't care if they're playing multiple lands in a turn, because we know they have Titan mana already. But Titan doesn't do too much here, I don't think, because they can't search. They only have 6 mana. So by getting rid of the Azusa, actually, we do keep them from searching because they get to play 2 lands this turn. Boreal Grazer. Alright. To put out their other forest. To put up Valakut. Okay. Interesting. So they're gonna try to pay 2 next turn. To search with Titan. Yep. Stoneforge Mystic. It's a creature we can get down, but we can't search with it because of our own Arbiter. No. I don't know if... Well, Valakut doesn't do anything yet. So now I guess we get down the Archon. Let's see. So they can play, because we know they have an extra forest, so they can play the extra forest. They have 2 to pay for Arbiter. So they can search out lands. Do we need to pass the Titan in that instance? Or do we just get Archon? Let's play out the Archon. Maybe their lands coming into play tapped will be relevant. No attacks because Grazer. Plays that forest. Plays a Titan? Yep. Yep. Does get to search. We do get to just path the Titan though. So then they have to find another Titan. Or they have to just have another Titan. Depending on what they go get, most likely the lands will come into play tapped. Simic Growth Chamber. To bounce Teleria West? No. To bounce Simic Growth. To bounce Vesuva. Okay. To make another Valakut, I'm assuming. Sure. Oh, Maul is real good. Oh, do we play Maul? No, we can't. We have to Path Titan here. We have to just do it, I think. Sorry, I had some noise in the background. Okay. Alright, let's see if we live here. Here we go. Opponent is back. Plays Vesuva. Has Simic Growth Chamber. Tapping some mana. Transmutes Teleria West. Is ignoring Leonin Arbiter. Gets Summoner's Pact. Assuming they're gonna cast the Summoner's Pact on... Okay, they're not. I mean, I guess they can pay for Arbiter and they want to make sure that we don't just, like, get rid of their ability to do so, I guess. So do we just play Maul here? So they go get another Titan. Put Titan in hand, put Titan in play. Grab some more lands. Or do we go get, like, Batterskull? I don't know if Batterskull does anything. Batterskull's a little bit slower. So I think we're going to play the Maul, equip it to Archon of Emeria. Or maybe we put it on Arbiter. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. But we'll give Arbiter flying. Could potentially be relevant. Obviously, it's going to get blocked by the Arboreal Grazer this turn anyways. Oh, really? They want to keep the Arboreal Grazer. That's surprising. I guess it gets to block more things later. Yeah, ignores Arbiter, grab Summoning Pact. Let's see, how many lands do they have? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have to pay 4, leaving them with just 6. So I don't know if they can pay for... I guess if they have another land, they can pay for the Arbiter and also play the Titan this turn. Unless they're not getting Titan, unless they're getting... Unless they're getting the Dryad. No, it just gets another Titan. Okay, but cannot search because they have not paid for Arbiter. So it does nothing. Plays Radiant Fountain. Sure. Back up to 12. Second Stoneforge Mystic. I guess we go get a sword here. Our opponent is going to start searching for lands, which is unfortunate. Really, still not blocking. Alright. Well, we needed to find another path, and we did not. Which is unfortunate. I guess we go get sword. Just to make our opponent dead sooner. I mean, we could get Batterskull. Batterskull to get more life. I think... Which is better here? I guess we get Batterskull. Tempted to get the sword to draw cards. Maybe ping some things, but... If our opponent has Dryad, we are in trouble, though. Paid for the Arbiter. Okay, so they don't have Dryad. So they're going to hit us for 6 here. Grab a couple lands. See how many Radiant Fountains they have. They could also potentially, I don't know how many Teleria West they run in their list, but if they have another one of those, they can get another one of those. What'd they get? Simic Growth Chamber. Returns Teleria West, yep. So now they can go get... Now they can go get their Dryad, which may mean we're in trouble. Oh, Engineered Explosives. Didn't expect that to be main board. Okay. Well, fine then. For 3. To destroy the Maul and the Archon? Okay. That's something. Nothing I can do about that. I mean, I guess that makes it a little bit harder for us to attack. Ghost Quarter is nice. Ghost Quarter is very nice. So, we're going to go ahead. We have to get rid of Valakut just in case they do find Dryad. Only have 1 mana. I guess we'll play Talia here. She doesn't do a whole lot, but she's an extra attacker at some point. No attacks, I guess. Yeah, we'll pass it back. We will pass it back. We can gain some life here. Let's equip 5. Cool. I mean, if we can find... I guess we there's also some argument, I suppose. We could have waited to see if they played Dryad before we... Well, they have Dryad. Okay, so we had to do that for sure. Our opponent can go get a couple more Valakuts here now that they've paid. We're going to let this ability resolve. We can give something protection from colorless, which is nice. Alright, let them put the triggers on the stack. Okay, so they're targeting us for 6. Okay. So now we're going to file in Batterskull. Batterskull will equip itself. And save our life. Question is, do we save the Batterskull? With Giver. I'm glad we got rid of one Valakut. So I assume our opponent's going to target us, but... Is there a Vesuva? I don't know. Is one of these a Vesuva? That might be. Yeah, they do have Vesuva. And they're making another Gruul Turf. Interesting that they didn't just make another Valakut. Oh, right. Okay. Alright, they got us. Yep. Alright, well. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Okay, so what do we want? We'll take a Winds of Abandon, I think. We'll take an Aven Mind Sensor. Mirran Crusader, protection from green, double strike. No. Phyrexian Revoker. Cannot name lands. Core Firewalker, no. The only thing I guess I'm tempted is Settle and Mirran Crusader. I don't know that either of those are particularly good. We'll go to a couple Talias. I don't think Talia is particularly good in this matchup. They do have Explorers and things, but they're mostly a creature deck. Mirran Crusader is nice because once it equips a sword, there's not much they can do about it. Yeah, let's just try it like that. Try it like that. Settle is definitely more for the go-wide strategies, and... We have Arbiter. This is really slow. But Arbiter is really good. Sort of, kinda. I think we got a mulligan this one. Well, it says a Field of Ruin and an Arbiter, which is something. A lot of lands. We also have Path. With Path is actually decent in this matchup as well if we can catch the Dryad or the other things. We'll keep this. We'll bottom Scavenger Grounds for now. Plains and go. Plays Valakut right away. Alright. Skyclave Apparition. Alright. We'll play out our Arbiter. No protection this time from Giver, unfortunately. I don't know that we go too far into our mulligans with this one, though. Casts an Amulet. Alright, well. Apparition can take the Amulet. Plays Silencia Sanctuary. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic. We can't quite play that yet. So... let's go to combat. Attack 4-2. And Skyclave Apparition. See what our opponent's got over there. I wonder if our opponent's also recording, because they seem to be taking a while. We know they have Valakut. Next turn, if nothing else, we can Stoneforge, even under the Arbiter. We could also Arbiter... plays Valakut. I'm passing. And oh, and we drew the Ghost Quarter. They do have 2 mana up, though, unfortunately. Because of the Sanctuary. Meaning we can't simply... So, do we play out Stoneforge Mystic? I think the safer play is to play out the Ghost Quarter here. It tells them we have it. But we can hold up Ghost Quarter and Path. Hello, Crookshanks. Plays a Forest. Casts Explore. Do they have an extra land play? Simic Growth Chamber. Thank you. To return the forest. They could have played the forest though, right? So they only played 1 land and they played Explore. Alright. So our opponent's playing it safe, but that does mean that we get to get in here. We can put down Talia. Kappa in the face. Make their spells a little bit more expensive, hopefully. Talia always comes after Explore, every time. Every time. Then you can't have my water bottle. That one's mine. You have your own. Forest. Rumnup Excavator. Sure. Able to play lands from the graveyard. Do we path this? If we path it, so it does get them a basic if they pay, but then they can't pay again. So I think we do, actually. So if they pay on their turn, we can go to our turn and get rid of 2 of their lands. Really only getting rid of 1 because we're ramping them by 1, but we can also take away like Valakut for free here. Oh, Giver of Runes is real nice too. And we can do it all actually. So first off, let's go to combat. Guess if they have like Bolt. Oh no, they can't cast Bolt. Our opponent's also down to 4. So that is also something. We will pay for Arbiter. Oh wait, no, we didn't want to pay for Arbiter. No, we did that wrong. Oh. Okay, well, in that case, we're actually going to play out Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, that was not actually what I wanted to do. We get to play Mystic out of this. I guess we'll get Maul, just for the ability to gain flying. We'll destroy their Valakut. And our opponent scoops it up. Okay. Yay! Not punished! I was thinking we could pay for the field and then also crack the field. Do we change anything? I don't think so. Could potentially bring in Rest in Peace to, because they're bringing Rumnup Excavator. I don't know if that's quite good enough though, because they don't have any other graveyard stuff. So I think we just have to hope we can path it. Do we bring in Settle? Maybe we do bring in Settle just as another... Oh no, wait. Don't want to get rid of Stoneforge. We'll cut another Talia, especially because we're bringing in another spell. Instant or sorcery spell. Run it like that. Okay. This has Vial, this has Apparition, this has Path. None of our hate cards. The Flicker Wisp can be a hate card. We're on the draw. I'm gonna keep it. We also have a Field of Ruin, which is not the fastest way to deal with this deck, but we'll see. We'll see. Opponent mulliganing down to 5. Keeps 5. Alright, well. Plays Teleria West. Hey, there we go. There's our buddy. We'll see if he's fast enough this time around. Casts Amulet of Vigor. Okay, well we have Skyclave. Deal with that. Plays Castle Garenbrig. Gets to untap Castle Garenbrig. We get to tick up our Vial here. We'll see. We'll see if this is all good enough. Oh, and Ghost Quarter. Alright. Alright. We're getting set up here. If our opponent can't just, outright kill us next turn, I think we're in a pretty decent spot. We'll see. Still some things that could go real wrong here. The thing I guess is we can't play Skyclave or Flicker Wisp without another Plains. They just have nothing? They just have nothing. Well, I guess they are afraid to tap out because of field. Well, that's great though. That gives us another turn to do so much. Maul. Okay. I don't know if we can just play Maul, though. Yeah, I don't think we can just play Maul. So we're going to get him for 2 here. And then, yeah, I think we pass. Not that we can do a ton of other things, but I think having Path, Double Land Hate available to us is pretty good. Radiant Fountain, sure, to gain back the life. Cast a second Amulet of Vigor, that's not great. Yeah, nothing we can do here. Alright. Stoneforge Mystic. Can't do anything with Stoneforge at this point. Attack for 2. Apparition would get rid of one of the amulets, but I think at this point we may just leave it. We could also, I mean, we don't have to search with Stoneforge, but we're only getting 1 mana off that, so I think we're just going to leave it as is, see what our opponent does here. We have 4 options of 5 options really of things we can do. So I think we're just going to wait it out a little bit more. Plays the Dryad. Okay. So in that case, let's go ahead and sacrifice this right now. Get rid of, actually, no. Ghost Quarter. Choose Teleria West. Because we don't want that bouncing. Alright, this is going to land. They're going to hopefully attempt to play a land, and we're going to path. Oh, they don't have a land? Oh, okay. Well, we'll just path it then. And then I guess we'll put in, what are we putting in? We're going to put in Skyclave Apparition. And then next turn we'll just take their land out from under them for a turn if we have nothing else. Oh, we should have done Field of Ruin because now we can't activate Field of Ruin. I was thinking we were able to path, and so we should have, but whatever. No. I almost said yes on that. Oh, we just get another Ghost Quarter? We're just that good? Yeah, let's just ruin our opponent's day, I guess. Castle Garenbrig, get out of here. Alright, it's going to take us a little bit to kill our opponent here, but I'm feeling pretty okay about where we're at. I'm not going to take away this Radiant Fountain because of life gain. We could get rid of Amulet of Vigor, I guess. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Demoralize our opponent even more. This makes it so none of their stuff comes into play untapped. Plays a forest. Opponent not giving in yet. Let's always know this so I don't have to keep doing it. Especially because we are a little low on time. Another Ether Vial. Not exactly where we're wanting to see. May just play out this, I don't know. Or was not going to search with the Stoneforge. think we leave up this Ghost Quarter. Or maybe what we do is we take our opponent's forest. Yeah, let's take our opponent's forest at end of turn with Flicker Wisp, and then Ghost Quarter. If they don't pay. Now if they pay, we won't be able to Ghost Quarter anything, but we can Ghost Quarter on their turn. Alright, they did not pay. So we will go ahead and get rid of Radiant Fountain. Alright, they're down to 1 mana again. And our opponent scoops it up! We got there! Whew! Got there. This is always a tough matchup because, like, obviously we're super happy when we can just, like, destroy people's lands, and that goes great. But our opponent has so many ways to search for lands that it's just, like, you know, sometimes destroying a couple lands just isn't going to do anything. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Happy to be back on D&T. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, especially if you like seeing me play more and more D&T. Yeah, we are 1-0, off to a much better start. Much better start. Even after a few minor punts on my part there. Alright, everybody, we'll catch you in the next round.
Thank you for watching High Ground MTG with co-hosts Kai Guy and Spiny Mouse. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click that like button, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future episodes of High Ground MTG. For even more videos, be sure to check out our playlists so that you can have the high ground.